What is it about this stupid little baby truck that makes me feel young again? Welcome back to Road Reality, or Truck Reality, if you will. We're in my 2025 GMC Canyon Denali again, and maybe you weren't expecting a bunch of truck videos, but I really kind of want to get into more of the truck stuff and showing when I'm doing truck stuff, but I'm not actually doing truck stuff today. I'm literally just driving up to the P.O. box because these newfangled trucks have so many electronics in them that if you don't drive them once a week, then your battery can go dead. It's a thing. I've seen it on the forums. It's kind of crazy. But this little baby truck brings me back to when I was young. Oh, it's kind of crazy how it does it. And hopefully the audio is okay because we're just enjoying ourselves today. Window down, 82 degrees, a little bit of air conditioning blowing just to keep things cool down below, if you know what I'm talking about. So how's your day going out there in YouTube land? Are you having a good day? I would show you what's ahead, but it's literally a Volkswagen Jetta doing 10 under the limit. But I did my first fill up earlier in the week, and it was kind of eye-opening. I've been driving a full-size truck for 15 years, give or take. So I'm used to $90, $100, $110 fill-ups, and I'm used to not being able to get around well. Like, the roads here are just so small and so narrow that having a 1 foot narrower truck, and it's really hard to say, by the way, boop the like button, it's kind of nice. I rather like it. I pulled into a spot the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to wriggle around to get in and out of this truck in the spot. And I pulled into the spot, and I was like, oh, yeah, I got plenty of room on both sides. I'm not even going to get a door ding. I was like, heck yeah. How awesome is that? And I mentioned that I filled it up, right? Well, I did my fill up, and it got 17.4 hand-calculated miles per gallon. The truck itself read 17.2. So I really think that my statement in my reveal video that it was going to get 19 or 20 is probably correct. I mean, it's nuts. This little Turbo 4 puts out all this power, all this torque, does the thing, and yet returns pretty good gas mileage at the same time. But it's not the MPGs that makes me feel young again. I gotta say, I'm sitting a little bit lower, and the truck handles a little bit more stiffly, so it actually feels kind of like I'm not gonna say sports sedan, but it feels more like driving a family sedan until you go over bumps and you realize it does have a leaf spring suspension. So everyday driving, it's very nice and comfortable. And for somebody that's been driving an oversized vehicle in tiny city confines for so long, this is rather nice. You know what we need? We need coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. There. I have been very happy with the tech so far. It is rock solid. Yeah. It's like Zippy. It's kind of like Zippy. It is the Mini Cooper of pickup trucks. Oh, man. You know, something else about this truck. I joined a forum for the twins, as they call them, GMC Canyon and Chevy Colorado. I think it's called Colorado Forums. So shout out to any of those guys if they're watching. But it's so refreshing. You know, on the Ram forums and the F-150 forums, I was on there fairly regularly, and it was a lot of this problem and that problem. And the guys on the Colorado Canyon forums, they're like, yep, I modded my truck. This is the gas mileage I'm getting. I love my truck. And occasionally there's a guy who's like, well, I have 150,000 miles on my Gen 1 Colorado, and it finally crapped the bed on such and such a part. Any idea, what to do to fix it, So I know this is kind of a different video. All my motorcycle watchers, if you haven't clicked off yet, what do you think of this style of video? Is it okay, not so good? Yeah, I'm just going to record my thoughts like I do on my motorcycle, but with less jump-offs. And 2 more wheels. But hopefully the audio is a little better. So I've got the Hero 12 there, and it's wrapped in a media mod, and I've got the Mic 2, the DJI Mic 2 receiver clipped onto it, whatever. And then obviously I've got the Mic 2 on my chest here with noise cancellation on, window cracked. The audio's got to be pretty good. Like, I'm looking at it on the preview screen. It's got a little bar that beep, 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 goes up and down when I talk. And if I stop talking, it goes to a bare minimum. So I think you're getting maybe a tiny bit of wind noise. So this is a different kind of motovlog. I really do enjoy getting out for a drive or a ride and recording. So I do need a second camera hookup because my life's not complicated enough already. Side question for all my long watchers, the people that are going to stick around for the whole video. When you buy a new vehicle and it's been painted at the factory, obviously, how long do you wait before you wax it? My Road Glide, I waited about 4 months. And then on this one, I've only had it for a few weeks. So I'm trying to decide if I should go ahead and wax it or not. Because the old adage, back in the old days, horse and buggy, I used to wait like 3 months after buying a new vehicle because the paint had to off-gas and cure and all that. But I don't know if that's true anymore. And some other things that might make me feel a little bit younger driving this truck. It's got a plastic dash, hard plastic, none of that leather covered stuff I'm used to. And it doesn't have rain sensing wipers like I'm used to. And it's just little things like that. Like it just, it's a funny thing. I mean, honestly, a sub $50 fill up at the pump, like that just makes me giggle. I actually got home and it was so funny because I was telling my wife and she's like, you know, you focus on the weirdest things, John. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I focus on you. And she goes, point taken. Something I think is really handy is you see my gauges there, and look, you can see 21.8 mpgs is if you long press this button here, it comes up in the screen and says gauge faces, and you can select from any of the three. So I was on gauge 1, let's go to gauge 2, and you can see that the gauge has changed a little bit. And then if I long press the button again and bring it down to gauge 3 and click on it, look at that. It's got hexagonal shapes to it. So you can change that stuff. And then if you come over here and we come to the home button, we go to vehicle status. And let's say I wanted my battery voltage. I know it reads low. Don't worry about that. It's because the auto stop start, which is that green light there, is active. But I can click add to driver display. And then look, battery voltage is over there. But if I come back over here and I close out of here and I go to trip, the trip's the one I like. We'll click on it, trip information, click on it. And any one of these screens that you go into on the vehicle status, add to driver display. And there it is over there. How cool is that? That's pretty slick, right? So anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm going on a quick drive. If you like this, boop the like button. If you really like it, hit the subscribe button. If you have questions about the Canyon, please drop those down in the comment section below. I'm curious, even like if you're a motorcycle guy, because a lot of motorcycle people happen to be truck people. And I don't know why that is, but maybe you can answer that too. But yeah, answer these questions. Give me the comments. I thank you for your time. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget your 2 mantras. 1, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day. And 2, do something nice for yourself every day.